Hey this is my current deck list going into World Championship qualifiers. Instead of making a 17 hours long guide, I have decided to break them into multiple parts, each covering different area. This is part 2 where I go over a gameplay by play with my thought process.
対戦お願いします。We start with fusion deployment to summon Khadisia in order to dodge target effect of either Vader or Imperm. Here we're gonna chain the quick effect dodge. Normally we send Titan so we can special summon Queen for additional interrupt. Because the normal Bandit Fusion flow will get us Albellium into Lubellium into Mirror J, where Albellium will be tributed by Bestial Lubellium, so we will have Albellium in the graveyard anyway. But since we got hit by Fualo, we want to maximize interrupt with minimal summons as possible. We are sending Sword here, since we either send fire into Albellium or brand it in red with do banish. We can grab it back using Sword for either follow up or use it as a cost. I used to run Banishment, while both of them do the same thing, but Banishment can also use opponent's monster as tribute for Fusion Summon with some conditions. Problem is Banishment is a trap, which is useless going second, and we can use Red to dodge target effects. So to put it simple, Red is win more going second, and Banishment is win more going first. But generally, we are way more likely to win going first than going second, so we prioritize on going second recovery. No summoning Albaz with Sanctifier here, because it will get banished by Fenrir anyway. Opponent has a pretty crazy hand. They basically opened with Fualo, Kashtira, and Fiendsmith. They cannot target Sanctifier, so losing Granguno is fine since he has a graveyard effect. We will use Nibiru here, just in case they are running the XC6, which will negate summon. But we want to resolve Nibiru last, so our summons from the quick effects will happen after everything is tributed for the token. We start by activating Granguno to summon Queen because it special summon a monster to their field. And then we chain Sanctifier to summon Albaz and Requiem. We can then use Albaz to fuse Requiem into Mirror J. But we got hit by Call By, so we dodge with Brandy in red. And lastly, we chain Nibiru as the last of the chain. Now Nibiru will resolve first, tributing the entire field, and then Branding Red will follow up by grabbing Albaz. Then we can fuse Nibiru, which is a light monster, into Albellium. Note that our graveyard had no Albaz, so we chain Queen last to send Charlotte Dragon, because his name becomes Fallen of Albaz while in the graveyard, which would then use as cause for Albellium to summon Lubellium. We can then use Lubellion to discard Catitia, and then we chain Golden Sword Soul at the end because he can special summon either from the hand or the graveyard. So we can special summon back Catitia, basically double dipping. We use Rebellion to recycle the real Albas and Grand Guino back. This is done on purpose to preparation for double Mirage. Using Mirage here before they can fusion with the link to Fiendsmith, and then we are sending Titan as cost, which will let us summon Albas, since we haven't used Albas effect this turn. If somehow they manage to keep a monster on the field, we can fuse it later at end phase. Now we use Catitia to fuse herself and Mirage. We want to send Mirage to the graveyard and summon it back using Queen to refresh his soft once per other turn banish effect. If you look at our extra deck carefully, since Mirage is a worm, so we have no monsters that can use Mirage as cost, except Dispia, which uses Dispia +1 Light or Dark monster as material, because Queen is actually considered as a Dispia card. However, because we want to use Queen effect to summon back Mirage, so that's a no. And that leaves us with Grand Guino, which uses Catitia plus a Light of Dark monster as material. This is why we recycle back earlier, with an added bonus that Grand Guino can send another resource to the graveyard. In this case, we are sending Galula because we have no Super Poly, just for the additional draw. Even though we know that they have Unicorn from Fenrir Surge, we could have gotten Mirage out to avoid the banish, but just in case they have Imperil in hand, which will stop this combo. If we can dismantle their board and have the turn passed back to us, we'll have the game, so letting them banish one is fine here. Looks like this is a Snake Eye, negating Sinful Spoil with Retribution and recycle graveyard monsters. The game ended here, so let's take a look at our graveyard. At the end phase, we have Lenatus, which will give us second copy of Branded Fusion. Catitia will return back to the hand. Titan will either special summon Albas or add it to hand, depending whether the opponent has monster on the field or not. Sanctifier and Albion will return back to extra deck from Retribution. Branded Sword will return a banished Albas name to hand. Bestial Rebellion will tribute Alberian and place Banded Loss, and Alberian will search for a branded spell or trap. Remainders are additional gameplays. Thank you for watching.
长牙四足，破门而开，指尖谦虚半步。一人曾举目，复兴伫立，待得日月当正中。等角问句残花湖，低沟难辨是非，唯有墨鱼之术。盘中人皆得正夜忽而并闻青上风骨。生者一尊，一方边沿河，一对对正主，有下人无语。红尘飞鸟唯有一人踏负，对月相恋，何手指相护，都是在无心日主。横听手指点那勾交界变化，笔奏老舍魔术成就尽潇洒，不见到就见人定到尽舟上刻画，烟绝长万岁千载人神话，聊一首笔写遍古今的繁华。 出2天，打到衣着之间，饱食半边。愿我横双眼，坐立周家独片残枝出演，衣裳编着半生缘。观测海底水无存，只剩半枚丝剑，禁不住抗年无手住下飞台日出期限。闭目尽白，为我而立，平衡我山前，长街尽无度。本是日下竟有狮子成天，地下开眼，草人不见，定舍绿雾中头衔。吹芦旋阵，举墨藏锋的征伐，书功南北交手，相传半天涯。可问谁人流上至水？庭中喧哗，欲知今朝报之下有几家？且把苍蒿树当年一起风发，谈遍沧桑何惧岁月的冲刷？字字珠玑，遥遥几人能进化？成一书竹一画，行万年笔下。我自作你成字画，可问可答终感官，知晓吗？瓦上的波霜，窗前的月光，都照亮心底某个地方。有人用思念酿断足十行，流淌过1000年，恋恋难忘。你有绿树红墙，替我遮风霜，也有草长白云白，吹到长城长。涧水出小巷，早上老火汤，在家3分时光，坐在门前慢慢唱。人间烟火山河浩荡，清风过大江，水路弯弯连海浪，两岸千里的花香。你爱的人啊，记得你 别忘了沧桑。爱的人还在先当，落叶又回到枝头上。
一朵云带一场云霄，天和地对接信号，等待破芽的野草，是时间随手抛下的锚。空无一物，淡出奇妙，把惊喜装进杯套。要合适着对暗号，才交换彼此的密报。地踏是夏天预料，傻傻是晚风，悄悄是谁正放肆我的美梦。准备上空，高光过羽毛中，日出穿透我帅的眼眸。整个世界，所有声音在视线上跳动，尽情伴奏属于我的与众不同。空无一物，淡出奇妙，把惊喜装进杯套。要和世界对暗号，才我也曾经离家出